The first video comes from the bottom line and shows a group of Japanese girls having fun while in their cabin room. The cabin is located in an isolated forest area, so it wouldn't be too surprising if something evil was lurking nearby. And that's exactly what they catch unknowingly on camera.
寝んの？いや、寝んの早い。寝ちゃダメだって。ねえ。眠いんだ。あ、まだ寝ちゃダメだ。てかちょっとやめてよ。まだみんな撮ってるから。結構暗いよ。いやいや。なんで？ねえ、何してんの？これちょっと見せて。ねえ。リアル怖いわ。結構暗い。ちょっと。やばい。もうダメだ。つけたまま寝ようか。まだ寝ない。
The lights seem to flicker on and off at one point, and that's when we see a dark grayish face poking out from the bottom of the door. Perhaps this is an evil spirit or the yokai that caused the light disruption. Who knows? I'll let you be the judge. The following video was taken by a security camera inside this girl's bedroom. Caitlin was fast asleep at 3 a.m. when she's abruptly woken up by something out of nowhere. Caitlin is asleep when a shadow that looks like a hand appears and suddenly grabs her. Caitlin reacts but still barely awake. She doesn't notice anything strange. You can even see the hand move away from her and then lifts up the covers as she sleeps, causing her to wake up. She believes it was the spirit of her husband visiting her from the afterlife and comforting her, as he once mentioned loving her forever and beyond. So are those really family members looking after their loved ones from beyond? Or is it something sinister trying to take advantage during vulnerable times? You judge. On May the 7th of 2026, a man just stopped at 7-Eleven and was heading back up to his dorm room alone around 2 a.m. By the moment he entered, he saw something unsettling.
อันนี้คือตีสองนะคือลงไปเซเว่นมาพอนี่สิ่งที่ปิดประตูแล้วเข้ามานี่ไปได้ตัดต่อเลยนะเลข1เลข2เลข3เลข4เลข5 1 2 3 4 5จริงจังตกจริงจังกับเข้าห้องมาให้ปิดไฟนะ
The moment he turns the light off, a dark shadow figure is seen through the window just standing on the balcony. But it's quite high up from the ground. Thinking it might have been a thief who climbed onto the balcony, he stays by the door for a while. But then he musters the courage to go and check it out.
โอเคแล้วจะไปดูด้านนอกนะคือมองอย่างเงี้ยก็ไม่มีอะไรนะเนี่ยอันนี้เปิดประตูด้านนอกนะนี่คือที่เปิดตะกี้ตรงนี้เนี่ยคือด้านนอกไม่มีอะไรอันนี้ตีสอง
Opening the door, he immediately finds nobody on the balcony and has no explanation for what this might be, so he tries to replicate what he saw that night, but no matter what he does, the shadow figure is not there, but the question remains just what was standing on his balcony at 2 a.m. Let me know your thoughts on this one. On May the 20th of 2026, a mother named Tara noticed something chilling captured on the security camera in her daughter's bedroom after receiving emotion alert. It's 1:47 a.m. when something woke up her daughter, and she sees this. Tara's daughter woke up after the strange noises she had been hearing in the room. Afraid, she curls up under the covers. Then the duvet suddenly moves upwards on its own. And you can see it's not the girl who does this. Because after she got up, it happened again. If she had been the one who moved it, you would have seen the covers move on her end and the pillow. But the pillow just stays still. Other strange sounds are also heard, which are initially what woke her up. And a voice is heard that sounds like an old woman. Then an orb is seen flying across the room right after that. Now Tara lives in her nan's house, who passed away just over a year ago. So she believes this is her nan visiting her daughter. But as always, I'll let you make your own conclusions. On April the 30th of 2026, a girl named Carwis was riding her horse Cadillac down a trail deep into the woods with her dog Pero, when her horse suddenly started behaving strangely, staring off at something in the distance.
What was that? Did you hear that? What do you see? Do you see something? All right, we gotta go. Come on.
Uh-oh. Hey, listen to me.
It's super slippery.
She hears a sound coming from the woods while her horse stops moving and just stares in the direction of the sounds. Realizing imminent danger, she quickly jumps on her horse and goes back down the trail while the animals continue behaving strangely. And then she notices a helicopter now circling the area.
What is going on right now? What do you see, boy? What do you see? Whoa, Caddy. No. Don't do it. Okay, I knew you were. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Caddy, I'm falling. Caddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Out of nowhere, her horse starts running off the trail, ignoring everything as Carwis almost falls off her horse. Eventually they get through an open area and end up back on the trail, making their way back when the noises start getting closer.
What was that? Did you hear that? Yeah, you heard that too? Do you see it? It sounded like somebody screaming.
As she quickly hurries out of there, she notices her dog, Pero, has now gone missing.
Okay. Where's Pero? Pero? Oh no. Pero! Come here, boy, where'd you go? Oh no. Pero! Oh no.
After some time, she manages to find Pero and continues down the trail as it starts to get dark outside. As they keep moving Cadillac's ears, they perked up the whole time on high alert of something lurking out there.
Cadillac's been acting weird and keeping his ears
really perked up and forward this whole ride, so I wonder if he's been listening to something that I haven't been able to hear. But there's no telling. We're just trying to get home at this point.
As they keep getting further out, the noises finally stop.
Well, whatever it was, I think we got away from it finally. I haven't been hearing any weird noises anymore.
Seeing as she heard someone scream and noises approaching, and her horse was wary of something in the distance.
Yeah, you heard that too?
Many people believe it wasn't an animal, but something far worse, and that you should always trust your animal's instincts. But let me know what you think. A woman named Devon and her husband had a daughter who was always excited, but as she grew older by the month, they started to notice a change in her behavior. Sometimes she stares off into an empty space, and sometimes she is seen laughing alone late at night in her bed, and even playing as if someone else was there with her. One night, the security camera captured this incident, and then she realized what it was. It's late at night, but their daughter is wide awake laughing and calling out the name Jada twice. Jada is actually the older sister of the girl in the video, who can be heard replying yet to her name being called. But the thing is, Jada passed away at age 3 back in 2017, and her younger daughter is only 15 months old, so she never met Jada or knows who she is.
And so does my family, but I've never talked to her directly about her. She's only 15 months, so obviously I do plan to tell her about her, eventually show her pictures, videos, all that. With her being only 15 months old, it's not something that I've even thought about doing yet.
The next day after this, she showed her a picture of Jada, and her younger daughter smiled and said Jada, recognizing her face to be the girl she plays with, Jada.
The next day, I did show her a picture of Jada, and she smiled so big. I was like, Jada! So it's just so crazy. I honestly think I'm still just in shock.
Is watching over her younger daughter from the afterlife. Now on July 31st of 2022, a 17-year-old named Mackenzie Sharilla was driving a Toyota Camry in Strongsville, Ohio, with her 19-year-old boyfriend Dominic Russo and their 20-year-old friend Davion Flanagan. Mackenzie and Dominic had been in a toxic relationship, with her making threats in the past, including threatening to crash the car with them inside. Well, on this night, it is believed that an argument broke out in the car, and she accelerated to over 100 miles per hour before steering off-road and wreaking havoc. The 2 other passengers passed away, but Mackenzie survived and was seen posting TikToks partying months later with no remorse. However, during her arrest, something chilling was captured on police body cam. Watch closely.
I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? You're gonna watch your head going in.
Don't. I'm not gonna hurt you. You okay?
After she is sat in the police car, disembodied voice is heard whispering, "She killed us." Many people believe this was the two victims clearly trying to make it known that she took their lives. Mackenzie was found guilty of 12 felony counts, including murder, and was sentenced 15 years to life in prison, and will not be eligible for parole until 2037. So were the victims trying to let the police know the truth? Let me know what you think. A man is seen talking with a police officer after something horrifying happened that he couldn't explain.
And that is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times.
Right.
I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
This man had to call the police over his ex-wife thinking someone may be doing something bad to her, or that something is happening with her after he received some very disturbing voicemails. Watch closely.
I just wanting to document everything that's going on. So I'm pulling up. This is from last night. Did you saw the email I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to go through these again, but I don't know if you listen to them. They're f***ing scary.
Clearly something's going on with her. Like, that's not normal behavior.
This is, I don't know how you make your voice sound like that.
Right. We wanted to file charges on you or Camila for dropping the kids off to her parents' house when nobody was there. And I'm like, and she was claiming that it's neglect, and I'm like, that's not neglect. You know, the kids are old enough, I think, you know.
Sunday, so we didn't even have kids there.
But she's talking back like
this is something happened prior.
Which was never reported then.
It's clear that the ex-wife has her complaints about him, but after the voicemails she sent him, he's in fear of her. And after the police officer hears it, she suggests he gets a no-contact order.
So who has the kids right now?
They're at school. They're in my custody.
Okay, so you had them last night when these voicemails were coming in?
And I saw them this morning. And that is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times. And I was talking to my barber today. It's at what point does she decide to do something actually crazy?
Right.
And I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
It really sounds like you need to proceed with like a no contact order.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't sound like she's in her right state of mind at all. So it's like,
if she had my kids last night, I would be really fucking scared.
Absolutely, I
would be
agree.
calling you to go check on them because I couldn't tell if that was my daughter screaming for help or what the that noise is.
Right.
So I'd be freaking out. Luckily they were with me and I'm not concerned about them, but they are gonna go back with her.
All right. Do me a favor and play them. Just because I have what you sent me and I'll submit those already, but just to put them on camera, yeah.
His ex-wife's voice can be heard changing multiple times throughout the video, and he thinks it sounds like she's possessed. She has no prior history of drug usage, and this strange behavior supposedly came out of nowhere. Sometimes she's asking for help, and sometimes she says she's already dead, while also speaking in tongues. He is mainly worried about the kids going back with her once it's her time to take custody of them. And after hearing the voicemails, the police officer agreed, and are now proceeding with a physical arrest. So is she in need of an exorcism? Whatever the case, hopefully she gets some help. But we may never know. Two girls are in their car at night scared and forced to call the police after something terrifying happened.
Emergency, what service?
Police.
Yeah.
There was liquid coming out of it.
The following video, two friends decided to use the Randonautica app late at night to see if it actually worked. For those who don't know, Randonautica is an app where you set an intention, and the app gives you a random set of coordinates to explore not too far from your location based on the intent you set. And it's usually something creepy. In this case, the two friends set their intent as unsolved mystery. So on this occasion, the app took the two girls to the middle of nowhere, and when they arrived at the location, they captured something chilling.
I know exactly where it is, and it's like a one-way dirt track.
It's sending us down this random road.
Wait, let's just check the door. What the
Oh my god, no, turn around. There's a fucking suitcase. Jasmine, no. Jasmine, no, turn around! What? No, just keep going, it's fine.
Did you get it?
Yes, I got it, just keep going.
Because that's a bloody suitcase with like plastic and twigs. I swear it had like plastic wrapped around it. Don't do that, I thought you saw something to my right.
No. Basically, it has just sent us to a location with a suitcase.
Right on the side of the road by their designated location, they found a suitcase with a liquid flowing out of it. Scared of what they might find inside, they don't dare get out to investigate, knowing that there have been similar cases in the past, where the Randonautica coordinates led to the discovery of a body, so they decide to report it to the police.
Emergency, what service?
Police.
Yeah.
There was liquid coming out of it, and we didn't know if that was like something we should report or not.
So, tell me about the suitcase.
It was... We've actually got a video of it.
Yeah, we've got a photo of it.
Police came and retrieved the suitcase, but they never disclosed what the contents inside of the luggage was. However, when the two girls replayed the footage, they noticed something utterly terrifying. Behind the tall grass, a creepy figure can be seen hiding in the back, blending in while just watching them. It's unclear if it's a humanoid creature or actually a person, but some people think it was a man in a ghillie suit, using the suitcase and Randonautica coordinates as a trap to lure clueless victims. She mentions that night she heard a knock under her bed, but when she looked, she didn't find anything there. But that is what prompted her to review the footage in the first place, leaving her horrified to see a figure under her bed. Unbeknownst to her at the time, a creepy pale figure slid out from underneath her bed, before slowly rotating and sliding back under as she sits up on her bed. Now the reason she didn't just throw the old radio away this whole time is because it actually belonged to her grandmother and was her favorite antique radio, and she passed away not too long ago, so the woman kept the radio to remember her grandmother. At first she thought the lullaby was her grandmother comforting her from beyond, but she had never played this lullaby before, and no matter what she did, the radio wouldn't stop playing it until the lullaby was over, even though it was turned off. She could only cry as it happened. This all started after she bought a vintage porcelain doll from a street market in Indonesia. She has no idea what it is, but one thing we can be sure of is that this is not her grandmother. Amoroso lives with his wife and 2 kids and has been experiencing strange activity around the house for a long time now. One night, the children are both asleep upstairs, and it's exactly 3:33 a.m. when they start hearing something utterly terrifying. Watch closely.
Ceci, ¿qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es, güey? 3:33, no mames. Y se escucha clarito, ¿eh?
Sí, ahora soy como la bebé, como la niña.
Es como si estuviera llorando ella, ¿verdad?
Sí. Es su llanto.
¿Mande?
Es su llanto, digo.
Dormidita. Ah, cabrón. Voy a bajar a la máquina, güey. Es que cada cosa. Oye. Voy a tener que salir. No, amigos, ya es bien tarde, ya mis hijos ya están dormidos.
Están despertados.
Son claramente los sonidos que hace mi hija cuando llora. Siempre dejamos focos prendidos, pero Padre Santo. Aquí. Padre Santo, la sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino, venga. Hágase tu voluntad, así en la tierra como en el cielo.
As he heads downstairs to the source of the crying sounds, a creepy pale face slowly leans out towards him, causing him to run back upstairs and lock the bedroom door where his family is. Right outside, a mother named Courtney was recording her daughter innocently playing around the house when her daughter suddenly starts acting strange, as if she sees something that's not supposed to be there.
Have your finger, where are you? Regina, Tina, how did you do? Hi, mommy, mommy, where are you? Tina. Hi, Toby. I just don't know how to start where are.
What's wrong?
Hey, what's here?
No one's here. What happened?
You.
You scared?
I steal I monster and steal a monster.
What?
A strange voice is heard coming from the left side of the room. Seconds later, the girl stopped singing and looked straight in that direction before going to her mom and saying, "Mommy," who's then pointing and saying, "There's a scary monster there." Courtney had also been hearing some strange things around the house from time to time, believing in her daughter's words. As they say, kids can usually see things we can't. She decides to move out without hesitation. In the next video, a woman named Kenzie was looking through her photo gallery when she noticed a video that was all black and had been on her phone for 2 years. But she had no memory ever recording it. So she decided to increase the brightness of the video, and it gave her the chills. Take a look. What looks like a torn dark shadow figure can be seen standing in the doorway of her bedroom. She doesn't know why her door was open, as she always sleeps with it closed. The dark figure seemed to be facing towards her and was slowly getting closer. Even stranger is that she has no recollection of ever recording a video like this in the dark and isn't sure why she would randomly record a dark video to begin with. The figure resembles the Hat Man, who is often reported to be seen during sleep paralysis. So just what did Kenzie capture that night? Let me know what you think. In the following video, a mother is mourning the loss of her oldest son, Alex, who passed away at the age of 22 and was battling depression. But in the end, he took his own life as his mental health declined. One of Alex's favorite activities was playing the guitar.
We're not playing with that last string though.
You're missing a string?
Yeah.
Even after a long time, his mother could never move on and always thought about her beloved son. On one night, she's home alone and suddenly heard the sound of his guitar and pulled her phone out to record.
Alex, if that's you, can you do it again, honey? What the heck? Hi, Alex. Can you do it again, honey? Can you do it again? Something else is going off down here. Do you hear that? The speakers. Something's coming out of the speaker.
She hears the sound of Alex's guitar playing notes on its own. His mother truly believes this was her son visiting her from the afterlife and communicating through his guitar, which he was attached to. A faint voice can also be heard repeatedly saying, "Mom." Deeply shaken by the events, she leaves a final message to those suffering from depression.
If you are contemplating suicide, your pain does not end. It will never end. It will transfer onto your loved ones, and it will carry. And now I will carry, and my son's little brothers will carry his pain on and our pain for the rest of our lives.
So is this her son visiting his mother one last time? Or is it something sinister taking advantage of Alex's family during a vulnerable time? You judge.
A mother named Jennifer captured something terrifying on her Ring doorbell camera.
It's late at night when Jennifer's son was hanging out with his friend at their house, talking and playing games. Realizing it's now past 1:30 a.m., his friend leaves to go home when they see this right outside.
What is that?
As Jennifer's son opened the door, the street light in the distance suddenly turned on by itself. Then the rocking chair on their front porch starts rocking on its own, as if someone was sitting on it. Even more bizarre, a strange ball of light comes flying across from the left side of the screen and falls right on the side of their pickup truck. The friends see this strange sighting and immediately mention, "Is that?" before hurrying back inside. They have no idea what it was they saw that night. A school custodian is alone at the school when the alarm suddenly goes off on its own. A school custodian has been working late night shifts alone inside this elementary school in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the last 6 years. And during that time many strange things have been happening inside the school. The school itself was built over Native American burial grounds, and whenever they do works on the grounds or trees nearby, strange events in the school seem to get worse. Late one night, she captures a door opening on its own.
I just walked out here and put my car back, and this door's being weird. It was opening and closing by itself. There it goes again. What the fuck? I don't know why the door is doing this. It shouldn't be doing this. You can shut the door now and stop messing. Oh my god.
The door opens and closes by itself, and shortly afterwards she's in the sports hall recording her late night work routine when she captures something undeniably chilling. Watch closely.
So, I guess there'll be no vacuuming and sweeping today. I got this set up in the gym today, so... What the fuck? There's nobody in here. Oh my gosh. There's nobody in here. This is locked too. Nobody. What the fuck? Make sure this is saved. That's fucking scary. Alright, well, I'm good. I'm getting out of here. I ain't gotta mop and sweep anyway.
A strange knocking is heard coming from inside the locked room, but as she opens it and the next door inside, there's nobody there. But the moment she walks out, the door slams shut on its own, and the knocks are heard again. At this point, she's had enough and just leaves for the night. But the question remains, just what is causing the strange activity inside the school? We may never know. On May the 30th of 2026, an Uber Eats driver was delivering an order. But as he arrived at the location, he realized the entire property was locked tight from the front and back, making it impossible to reach the door. So he left the food by the front gate and walked around the corner and waited to see what happens.
बैग पड़ा हुआ है अभी तक, पता नहीं आपको नजर आ रहा है कि नहीं। अब क्या किया जाए, कुछ समझ से बाहर है। क्या करूं, मैं घर के पास जाऊं? What? Bag गायब हो गया।
He looked towards his bike for just a second, but when he turned back around, the bag of food was gone, and there was nobody around. So he goes back to the gate, thinking something inside took the food.
Anybody there? I saw you just pick up the bag from here. I know you exist, and I know you are living here. I'm here just to talk to you, not to harm you. Can you give me any sign so I know that you're here, or any other type of... Are you sitting here on the chair?
The house is meant to be abandoned, and he believes whatever ordered that food is already inside. But as always, let me know what you think. Two girls are outside late at night somewhere in Argentina, recording a building just by the side of the road. The two girls were just walking home in the evening when they noticed something chilling through the window of the building. Watch closely.
Lo grabé justo.
Inside the building, a dark shadow can be seen zooming back and forth across the room repeatedly, catching the girl's attention as it was moving at a speed that looked too fast to be human and had been doing the same movements for over 10 minutes. Later that same night, another guy notices the same thing.
Mira, pasok mira, huh? Mira, mira, ay parang mira, ay ta parang eh. Mira que. Akin? Parang ay, mira. Akin, mira, parang ay, mira. Uwe? Mira, si negro kita ini. Ay, si parang, mira. Fíjate, si mga mira. Ay, ta parang, mira. Mira, si negro kita. Dilaw yayan ki. Ay, ta parang, ay. Ay, kaya parang, mira. Ay, si mga mira. Askal na, askal na. Mira, negro kita ini. Ay, yes, eh. Huh?
The dark figure is seen zooming once again, although this time he appears to stop by the window and slightly turn towards it, as if it was staring right at the guy watching it before finally continuing to move in a strange manner. After this, the guy investigated the building and discovered that the place had been abandoned for some time now, leaving him shocked as to what he saw that night. In the following video, a man named Brad lives alone with his two cats, and he catches something that makes his cat afraid to enter his bedroom.
So my cat's been watching that door for a while now. Oh. Oh no. Freakiest mess I've ever done. Butter, get out here. Oh, I can't do it anymore.
The door opens on its own, attracting the cat's attention. But as he goes to look, a dark shadow figure is seen inside his room, and then moments later, it is now lowered to the ground. The cats didn't seem too concerned at the time, but afterwards they refused to go in the room anymore, and would just stop and stare at it from a distance. On April the 1st of 2026, a man named Ryan was arranging some tools in his shed, preparing for a yard sale to get rid of most of the extremely old items that were left behind by the previous owners, when he started hearing strange noises coming from the attic in the shed. Now, he had never been up there before, as he only really used the shed to store some of the old tools and some other items and never needed the extra space up there. But unable to ignore the strange sounds, he turns the lights on and looks up.
Got the light on? Listen to this. Listen to this. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Is anybody up here? What the? Is anybody up here? My God. Is anybody up here? Hey, is it? Oh my fucking God!
A creepy face can be seen hiding in the end of the attic in the dark, slowly moving. Ryan didn't notice the face at the time until editing later on, but was still freaked out by the trash can moving. He then installs a doorbell camera, and a week later it captures this. Something can be seen hiding and slowly trying to get closer towards his house. The very next night, something wakes him up around 5 a.m.
Listen to me right fucking now. It is 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I hear something coming out of my window. Shit. Oh my God, I had the light on, dude. There is something walking around outside of my window.
Oh, a chilling voice is heard keeping him awake all night. And ever since this started, he often finds himself subconsciously going over to the windows and staring off at the shed for long periods of time. The next morning he goes to church with his wife and daughter when he starts receiving notifications from his camera, detecting movement in his shed, only to see something horrifying. After witnessing all the chaos in his attic shed, he decides to hurry home. He's clearly shaken up by the events, but musters the courage to go up there.
I'm actually scared to go in here, seriously. Like, I just got home and I saw this shit happen in my shed, man. Like, man, this is crazy. I'm scared to seriously go in here. So either I'm gonna call the police because there's somebody up here, or I'm gonna stop being a bitch. Hey, there's got to be someone up here. You know what? I'm not even driving around. Hey, there's someone up here. Hey, who's up here? Come on, I'm turning this camera on. Hold on, I gotta start. Dang it, I gotta. Hey, who's up here? Who's up here? Come on, I'm not playing around. Who's up here? Hello? Hey, who is up here? Hello? There's nobody up here. Boxes, wood. I mean, this stuff is old, bro. What is this? Rebuild. 2000 what? 2013. 2013, man. This sounds like what it must have fell over. I mean, this is crazy. Uh-oh, what is this? Uh-oh. What is this? Mr. and Mrs. Ronald J. Oh, whoa. I don't even know if I want to be touching that. An old watch. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a shot glass. You guys saw up there. There's nothing up there. Okay, look, if you lived in this house, would you even walk up there for a second? I have no reason to. There's nothing up there that I need. And I know I saw this when I looked up there. It looked like a pulley system. So whoever was here must have put stuff in here and pulled it up. That's what that must have been. And that thing completely disconnected. That was tied. Look, I saw it because it was tied around this thing right here.
After going into the attic, he finds nobody there except for some old tombs and items, and something with the name Mr. and Mrs. Ronald, which was the previous and first homeowners who owned and helped design the place before Ryan's family eventually moved in. Other than that, he finds a bunch of items on the floor that were knocked down. He has no idea who or what is causing this, but believes it may be the spirits of the previous owners, since this was previously their property, and the items belonged to them. And this all started when they planned to sell the old tombs from the shed. So could this be Mr. Ronald? Or is this something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts on this one. In the following video, a woman explains that she has been hearing and seeing strange, unexplainable things moving around right outside her house. Somewhere in Columbus, Ohio, late one night she's woken up to these sounds. So she opens the window to look outside when she captures something deeply unsettling. Watch closely.
Whoa, what was that? I literally just heard something at my window. I just did it again.
Something growling near her can be heard. Then she sees a strange-looking face in the trees. Now, the faces could possibly be pareidolia, but she has also captured this strange growling on other occasions, even scaring away other animals. She has never been able to see the creature making these growling sounds, but after seeing so many strange occurrences around her home, she believes it's celestial beings not from this world lurking out there. But the question remains just what is making these growling sounds, and is it related to these faces? I'll let you be the judge. A woman owns a large plot of land over in the Appalachian Mountains that has CCTV cameras installed on the property. Every while she checks the CCTV footage to make sure nobody is trespassing on the property. One night, she was looking at the pictures and motion-activated videos from the CCTV when she sees something unsettling.
So we have about 200 acres in the Appalachian Mountains. We're not there full time, so periodically I check the cameras just to see what's there. And What the fuck is that?
Normally the camera takes a picture every minute if it detects no motion. And whenever there is movement, the camera automatically starts recording a video.
This is a deer in the same spot. And if you look over there, you can see the camera caught it, and the camera was recording that deer running from over there to over here. Okay, it was going this way. Camera caught it. You can see in the bottom corner, it says motion detected, that deer. Here is where it caught a car. You can see the car at the end of the driveway. See a vehicle. It caught it. It started recording. Caught it. And now here is where you see it just pops up and then it goes away. Here is where it caught deer at night in the same spot. The one on the left is in the same spot. At night, it caught it. Not to mention the fact, if this was an actual person on a horse riding up my driveway, even if the camera didn't detect it, it would have still caught an image every so often of it walking up the driveway.
Since the CCTV automatically records motion, why didn't it detect the man riding the horse? Even if it didn't detect motion, it would have still taken an image every minute showing how it got there from the moment it entered through the gate. After researching further, she found out that there used to be a cemetery on her property and decides to ask her neighbor if any of their ancestors ever raised horses. She learns that her neighbor's ancestors did have a white horse, and the horse captured on the CCTV does quite resemble the horse in the old images shown by the neighbor. The neighbors were so shocked by this that they went to check out the exact spot the horse was captured themselves to see if there is any hoof prints.
Right here. Okay, right there's the camera.
So right here's where it be.
Right here's where that horse was. And there is nothing been here. There has been nothing here. Nothing.
Just what is this? Could it have been the spirit of one of the neighbor's ancestors who previously lived here and was buried on this cemetery? It would certainly explain how the camera didn't take a series of photos or capture any motion, but let me know what you think. A woman named Tay was on a short holiday with her boyfriend at the Hotel Marmonte in Santa Barbara, California. At the first night they were at the hotel, she was fast asleep, but she woke up hearing a voice speaking near her ear. At that moment, her boyfriend enters the room, so she thinks it was just him on the phone and dismisses it, but things quickly get more bizarre.
So I'm staying at the Hotel Marmonte in Santa Barbara, and my boyfriend and I had really weird experiences last night. And I'm going to try to speed run this, but basically mine was kind of weird, his was really weird. So mine was basically that I was in a dead sleep, and I woke up because I heard someone talking, and it sounded like they were either right by my ear or on speakerphone somewhere near my head. And then I heard my boyfriend come back in the room, like the door closed, and I was like, oh, okay, he's on a phone call. And I chose to disregard it and fall back asleep. So this morning I mentioned it, and he's like, no, I didn't take any phone calls last night. Like, I don't know. I just kind of figured because he's a firefighter, his crew's up at all hours of the night. It could be anything, anyone, whatever. He goes, no, but I did leave the room to go down to the lobby, so you probably heard me come back. And I said, why'd you go to the lobby? He goes, because I was really freaked out, and I wanted to know if anyone's had a similar experience to me. I said, what happened? And he proceeds to tell me how all night he was having this really vivid dream where he was floating above his body, watching himself and me sleep. Just a full out-of-body experience. And no matter where he tried to go in the room while he was having this out-of-body experience, he kept getting dragged to one particular point in the room. And that point was the foot of the bed right in front of me, just watching us. He couldn't go anywhere else. If he tried to, he just got pulled back. And then suddenly he got yanked out of this really deep sleep because the lights in the room were flickering on and off. And they were not like dials or faders. They were on and off switches, and they were in the off position, flickering to on. And that really freaked him out. So he turned off the lights, but he felt so unsettled that he decided to take a picture. And I'll put up the picture at the very end, but it's this really weird, unsettling, shadowy figure. And I won't try to skew anybody's opinion one way or another, but it definitely has features, in my opinion. So take a look and tell me what you think, because I have to sleep here one more night and I don't want to cry myself to sleep.
Long after she had woken up to a strange voice right near her, her boyfriend had an out-of-body experience when he was asleep, and he couldn't move around the room because something kept dragging him back to the foot of the bed. After that, he woke up and saw the lights flickering on and off, so he took a picture because of how uneasy he felt in the moment. What makes this extremely unsettling is that the large shadow figure is seen standing right by the foot of the bed, where he said he got pulled to, and they both had a creepy experience, but were unaware of what happened to each other. Until they spoke about it, they believed something was trying to get them out of their body and possess it. As some say during astral projection, your body is at risk from other entities. As always, I'll let you be the judge. He also does treasure hunts in old war sites looking for war-related items. Sometimes he would come across old mines and other strange things. However, one night he was digging for items and didn't realize how late it had gotten in the middle of the woods when he starts to hear something unsettling.
А я до сих пор ничего не достроил. И тебе привет. Время 21:43. И я нихуя не достроил.
A strange female voice is heard whimpering from somewhere within the dark. He turns to where the sound is coming from, but sees nothing there, so he just ignores it. He has no idea where it was, but given the wars that have occurred in the locations he visits, he's not surprised to hear something like that. In the next video, a woman named Brenner explains that whenever she gets overwhelmed by stress, she likes to come outside and relax by her pump. This helps her calm her anxiety and relax. But one day, while she's there, the security camera captures something chilling. Take a look. While her and her dog are standing near the pool, the big floater bed suddenly drifts towards her out of nowhere and then stops right in front of her. She mentions there was no wind whatsoever and the pool pump was off at the time. If it was wind or the pump, you would have also seen the smaller, lighter floater moving in the same direction too. But it didn't move. Strangely, only the larger floater moved. The second strange thing is that the lights above her appeared to start flickering on and off one at a time. And right when the light above her goes off is when the floater starts moving towards her. Then the lights go back on. Brenner explains that these lights do not have any features to flicker one at a time or to even dim the light. They only have a simple on and off switch. These paranormal events often occur during times when she is stressed out, and just recently she lost one of her beloved dogs. So could this be something trying to take advantage of her weakness? As always, let me know what you think.